From all the comments that you guys leave on all my posts on various social media platforms, it seems there's quite a bit of contention between the different nursing courses that you can take within South Africa. So in this video, I'll be comparing your nursing diploma and your nursing degree from a more objective point of view, and then leaving it in your hands to decide which is the best nursing course to enter depending on your desired career progression. Please note that I made videos already on these courses separately, which you can check out, and I'll also link them down below in the description box. In this video, I'm just going to be comparing them. Firstly, we've got the R171 diploma, in which you graduate as a registered general nurse and you graduate at an NQF level 6. So that means you are a registered nurse. You will have your Marion epaulets, but you only have a major in general nursing. So that means you can work in medical, surgical, pediatrics, trauma, etc., but you don't have any other specializations. On the other hand, you've got your R174 Bachelor of Nursing degree, in which you graduate as a professional / registered nurse and midwife, and you graduate at NQF level 8. So this means you'd still be able to perform the same functions as your registered general nurse from your diploma stream. However, you have the aided major of midwifery, so you're able to work in general, surgical, etc., and also in the maternity unit. So that's antenatal, labor ward, postnatal, and neonatal. Your R171 diploma in nursing can only be found at a college, so you can only study it at a college, whereas your R174 Bachelor of Nursing can be studied only at a university, with the exception of the Western Cape College of Nursing, which offers both your diploma and your degree at a college. I have made an announcement about this WCC and being able to offer both your diploma and your degree, so definitely do check out in my community posts here on YouTube, or you can sign up to my mailing list where I give you all these announcements free of charge on a regular basis. All of that is down in the description box below. Please note that with your entry requirements, it differs from institutions to institution. The type of subject that you need to have for nursing will remain the same, but some universities will either have, say, you need a 40% or a 50% or 60%, depending where it is. But in general, here are your entry requirements for your where was I? Oh yes, your entry requirements for your diploma. So you will need life sciences, English, maths FET or maths literacy, and computer literacy, or at a minimum requirement of 50%. The computer literacy is not compulsory, but it is obviously desired. Compared to your nursing degree, where you need life sciences at 50%, maths FET at 50%, or maths literacy, some universities say 60%, some universities say 70% for maths literacy, and your English at 50%, and some universities will require you to have physical sciences at 50%, or they won't require you to have physical sciences. But as I've said in all my previous videos about nursing applications, never aim to reach the minimum requirements. You must always try to surpass the minimum. You must always try to surpass the minimum requirements, because nursing is a very competitive field to get into. As a result, you're going to have a lot of competition to get the highest marks possible, because you'll be more likely to get in. So comes the interesting part with your nursing diploma and your nursing degree, and that is with your career progression. Please do listen carefully, because it gets a little complicated, so you really need to understand where I'm going with this. So the main important thing is, I would highly suggest you watch this video that I did already about NQF levels, because this is the biggest issue that you're going to run into. So starting with your diploma name, you've got your 3-year nursing diploma, which you graduate in NQF level 6. However, you cannot specialize with an NQF level 6. You need an NQF level 8. So that means it's a short form. So with your diploma, you do an advanced diploma in midwifery, which will get you at an NQF level 7. And this will allow you to enter into your postgraduate diploma, and you can specialize in whatever you want according to the SANC list of the accredited postgraduate diploma options I'll link it all down in the description below, but here's a picture of it. After you've done your advanced diploma in midwifery, where you are at an NQF level 7, you have a 2-year period where you have to get experience in whatever you're going to want to specialize in, because that is a minimum requirement for you to enter your postgraduate diploma. So the timeline would look like this. You've got 3 years that you have done for your nursing diploma, then you do an extra year for your advanced diploma in midwifery, then you're waiting 2 years while you're getting experience before you can enter into your year of a postgraduate diploma. So that will give you 7 years. Whereas with your nursing degree, you've got 4 years for you to get an NQF level 8, then you're waiting 2 years for you to get experience in whatever you want to specialize in, then you can enter into your postgraduate diploma. So essentially it ends up being the same thing. You're both having a 7-year period. However, with your diploma, it's taking you 7 years to get an NQF level 8, whereas with your degree, it's taking you 4 years to get an NQF level 8. So this is where the major difference comes in. With your nursing degree, with your 4 years, you're an NQF level 8. You can go straight into your master's without experience. There are some universities that will allow you to do that. Obviously, it's advisable and it's desirable for you to have some working experience before you can do your master's, which will now bring it NQF level 9. But with some, you don't always have to, and you can go straight into your master's straight after your undergraduate. So that would be 5 years and you're done with your master's. Compared to your diploma, where you first have to do your 7 years, and then into your 8th year, that's when you only be able to do your master's. So the differences in the NQF levels where you are is what makes it a bit more tricky for you to specialize and to further your career, and also the rate that you can do it at, because you're at different NQF levels. But it is definitely possible for you to specialize with a diploma. However, it will just take a few extra steps. And unfortunately, there is a rumor going around. I'll still do a bit more research on that one. But they say that you cannot specialize, so you cannot do a postgraduate, you cannot do a master's without having an NQF level 8. So that might put students that are in the diploma at a disadvantage, because you might end up being stuck at an NQF level 6 or NQF level 7 if you do your advanced, if they're not going to allow you guys to enter into a postgraduate diploma because you don't have an NQF level 8. I mean, you can always transfer your credits from your diploma into your degree and add an extra year. It'll be a whole thing, but that is the process, and that is why it's important for you to understand what NQF levels are, because that will help you to understand how your career progression will go by. But I really hope that I made sense. So the last comparison is I'm going to be giving the general pros and cons of the diploma and the degree. So firstly, the pros. With your diploma, it's obviously cheaper. It's easier to get in. There's very little competition compared to your university. Your schedule in a college is a bit more flexible than those that are in a university. And some colleges will offer you a stipend while you are studying. So those are some of the advantages with your diploma. On the other hand, with your degree, the advantages is obviously that it's pretty much straightforward career progression. It's 4 years, 2 years waiting for experience, then you enter your postgraduate, or you can go straight into your master's, etc. And there's also a specialization that is already built into your program. So you already have midwifery, and you can just wait another 2 years, then you can add on, etc. So the degree is a bit straightforward, but with a diploma, it's a lot more flexible than what your degree offers. Okay, so what are now the disadvantages? Well, with your diploma, there's a few extra steps that you have to take for you to be able to specialize: the whole advanced diploma, then entering your postgraduate, etc. And the other disadvantage is that because your advanced diplomas are not always offered by all your colleges, that means you might have to travel a bit far for you to be able to get an advanced diploma at a certain university. You can always look at the SANC list. I'll link it all down below in the description of where all the colleges that offer your advanced diploma, but it's not always going to be easily accessible. So that is one of the disadvantages with your diploma. On the other hand, with your nursing degree, the disadvantage is that it's highly competitive to get in. A lot of people get rejected when they're applying for universities. Another thing is universities are generally expensive. There's a lot more things that you're paying for. And the last thing is they have a lot more stringent or higher entry requirements to get in. So a lot of people never really meet the minimum requirements, or they just get rejected in general. So now comes a question that I get asked a lot. If I was to be applying to get into a nursing course right now, which route would I go into between the diploma and the degree? Personally, I still would have chosen the degree, even though I don't have the same specializations that they have with my old program, with the whole community psychiatry, etc. I still would have chosen to go for the degree. Because one, the career progression is straightforward. You're an NQF level 8, you're pretty safe. There's a variety of ways that you can go about with your degree. You can enter into your postgraduate, you can enter straight into your master's should you wish. I actually almost did enter my master's, but that's a story for another time. And also, there's very little steps that I have to follow for me to increase my NQF levels compared to the diploma. Obviously, time-wise, I would have wanted what college students have, but I would still go with the degree. It's a lot more straightforward. It's easier for you, especially if you're going to be moving countries, etc. It's just easier with the degree. Personally, I feel it is than with the diploma. However, guys, the takeaway from this video is that the timeline essentially becomes the same for you guys able to enter into your postgraduate diplomas and even your masters. Yes, the diploma has a few extra steps, but it's still the same number of years. So don't get discouraged if you don't get into the degree, but you are in the diploma. You'll still get to the same point at the same time anyway, so it's okay. So let me know down below in the description box, what nursing program are you currently in, and what nursing program would you have chosen after watching this video and all this information that I have thrown to you guys at this moment in time. So let me know down in the comment section below. So until next week Friday, 12 p.m. South African time, have an awesome one. Bye guys.